the modern state of Israel, out of secular Zionism, the greatest spiritual revival is soon to inspire the entire world. That's what this war is all about. That's ultimately what everything in Israel is all about. And although the media will never cover it, what you can see in Israel now are the first sparks that are igniting the fire that is soon to spread across the world. And I want you to watch this interview of a secular soldier and his experience.
Then another friend called me and said, listen, there's hundreds of them. And if there's hundreds, your personal handgun with 2 magazines will not be enough. And when he said this sentence, I realized where we were going into, me personally. He said, take the guns from the dead bodies. There was no one there. We received a barrage of fire like nothing I have ever experienced. I'm talking about RPGs, grenades. I'm talking about bombs flying at us. Then we engaged. We started firing back. Then they started to close in on us, and our ammunition was running out. My friend that was with me there, they are not believers in any way. Like, they're not religious people. I'm talking about, like, one of them on Yom Kippur, he'll have a barbecue. And when the noise of the bullets is coming closer and closer to you, at one point, the bullets are just everywhere around us. And specifically the one who doesn't really get along with religion or God. It doesn't really fit with him. And he says to me, you know, if we get out of here alive, I'm going to start keeping Shabbat. And you can't explain exactly what happened next, but as he finished saying that under fire, maybe 20 seconds, maybe a half a minute, and the massive firings that were all around us, you start to hear them getting farther and farther away from us. I'm not a religious person, but from that moment I've been going to synagogue. Friday, Saturday, I'm in synagogue. It's become very important for me. I can't live without it. And you know, people always say this sentence to me, where was God in those moments? And you see, I'm not a religious person. Look, I'm not wearing a kippah on my head. I want to say something. It's like a father who raises his son. And the father tells his son, you teach him. You say, don't do this because it's dangerous. Don't do that because that's dangerous. And then one day, goes out to the street and he doesn't pay any attention to his father at all. In comes a car and hits him and he dies. And then the neighbors come and say, hey, where's the father? What kind of father does that boy have? It's the same thing. You can't blame God because he told you exactly what to do. But you totally disregarded him. And so what do you want him to do? It's the same thing with the story of that boy. It's the same thing. So guys, I want to say something. Stop asking where was God in the Holocaust? Where was God on October 7th? He was always there. Where were you? Until today, the secular among us and the extreme secular among us, they did not understand. We have to stop immediately, or another strike is coming, and another disaster is coming, and another strike. If we do not unite as a nation, I think that if we don't bring unity to this nation and unite as a people, I think we will experience October 7th, number 2. So if you don't want your children to experience what we experienced, we have to stop it. And I'm saying this as a secular Jew. Stop this thing that the religious Jews in Israel are eating our food and drinking our water. More than 30% of the fallen soldiers are religious Jews. They are the bulletproof vest of the state of Israel.